In this short video, I will demo how to create a connection to Netezza database and read data from Netezza, also how to write data to Netezza. So let's get started. First, let's click Add to Project to create a connection. Let's search for Netezza. I'm going to create a connection using Netezza Pure Data. Select. So give a name. Netezza Performance Server. Give a database. This is a database. Now let me give the host name. This host name is through Secure Gateway. So I'm going to use the host name of Secure Gateway. This particular port is mapped to the Netezza connection. So I'm going to keep it. Let me give the credential. Let me test connection. Okay, test connection is successful. Let's create. So I have created Netezza connection. Now, let's create a data stage flow to demonstrate how to work with Netezza. So we will create a first flow, reading data from Netezza server and write to Cloud Object Store. So NPS, find this connection, which we just created a little bit earlier. So here we will read this table, credit card. Let's say what data is stored in this table. Okay, that's good. So now let's find our target. I'm going to write to project cost, write to data stage, files. Okay, let me write it here as let's give a name. We will call it as credit card.csv. And let's set the property as first line is header. Okay, leave everything as default for now. Let's preview this file, this table, make sure we are able to read it. Preview data, let's say. This is to read data from Netezza. So this process is successful. That's good. Let's also quickly review this set of the property to just make sure. Okay, so what we're saying is write data to project cost connection, write to this connection. Write mode is write to this bucket, project 2021. The file to be created is called credit card.csv. And let's say first line is header, called numeric value. Let's try to create a data set and data asset. I'll call it as credit card. So data asset will, this way, data asset will be registered to project so it can be used by any other platform tool. So this is complete for the first flow, for the first pipeline. Let's create the second pipeline, which is to read data from S3, and let's write the same data to Netezza. So let's find my favorite file, cells 5K with columns. Okay, and target, I'm going to find the Netezza server. So this is my Netezza connection. Let's find this schema that's connected. So what is the second pipeline is doing is to read a file from AWS 3. So here it's saying read data from DS demo S3, use DataStage property, read a single file, read from DS demo 2021, read this particular file. First line is header. Okay, that's fine. Let's look at the column, output column. Output column has been derived, which is good. Now let's look at the target. Target, what we're saying is we will write data into DS demo MPS, which is Netezza connection. Read mode is insert, and table to be schema to be used as admin. Let's say table name sales 5K, sales 5K MPS. Okay, sales 5K MPS. I'm going to change the table action to replace. Let's say what are other properties that are interesting. I will create a data asset as sales 5K MPS. I will give this name. So let's save. Now this data stage flow is complete. Let's compile and run. So when I click run, it will compile this flow and then run this flow. So we will see how it goes. While it is running, we can actually review the log file to see what it is doing. Let's wait for it to finish. Okay, this job finished successfully, which is good. So it took 1 minute 39 seconds to finish the job. So let's first of all preview data on this target to see if it has read the file successfully. Okay, the target file has been written successfully. In the second case, I suppose to preview data from Netezza. Let's say if it is able to read data from Netezza, this is successful, which is good. Let's also take a quick look at the registered data asset to see if it is successful. We register the credit card. Let's say if we're able to preview the credit card table or file. It looks good. So now let me also look at the second registered data asset, which is sales 5K MPS. Let's take a look. So looks like that I'm able to read it from Netezza and write to Cloud Object Store in the first pipeline. In the second pipeline, I'm able to read data from AWS 3 and load those data to Netezza server. Also, I'm able to successfully register data asset that pointing to Cloud Object Store in the first case. In the second case, create a data asset pointing to Netezza server successfully. So all of those worked fine. So this concludes the demo. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day.